The Sonny all-rounder build. I think this is an awesome build if you are someone out there who is just starting out in the game and maybe you only have enough points to get a single character leveled. And the reason for that is that Sonny is one of the less popular characters that people pick, primarily because his ability is not very good. I definitely think that Connie, Leland, and Anna are the three most popular because all three of them have extremely powerful abilities. And then Sonny and Julie are definitely less popular, which you can see is why these are the two that I have leveled. It's easier to pick them in a lobby. So this is a really nice build so that you could do a wide variety of things depending on your play style. And then also you'll be able to pick it every round, which is really nice. So let's get into it. If you take a look at his stats here, his attributes, you will see that it's an all-around build. Like, you have 40 stealth, 40 proficiency, 35 strength, 40 endurance, and then he does have a little bit lower toughness. But otherwise, really strong stats in these four categories, which is really, really nice. Now, I want to point this out. Stealth and proficiency, I don't know the exact number. You could probably do more testing and determine that it could be 38, 39. But basically, if you do 40 stealth and 40 proficiency, what that does is any possible action that you could perform in the game will not cause you to make any sound. So if you start out and you break out of your restraints, fast tapping to get out of it as quickly as you can will not cause you to make noise. If you go to pick up a grate or whatever that's called and open that up and you fast tap it, it will not make noise. If you go to pick open a lockpick box or loot a bone pile, it will not make noise. So there's nothing that you could do if you have 40 proficiency and 40 stealth that will cause you to fill the noise meter. If you have 40 proficiency and 40 stealth, it's possible that you still don't fill the noise meter even with 40 stealth and 39 proficiency. I don't know exactly what the number is. I haven't done enough testing, but I do know for a fact that with 40 and 40, you will not make noise. That is amazing because it means you can quickly do everything while also doing it stealthily, and that's ideal for not waking up Grandpa too early, and also just not giving away your position. So it's really good for that. If we go into his skill tree here, I'll show you where I want you to go. You're gonna go to the left, and you're gonna come over here. You're gonna take Sneaky Pete. That's gonna be part of your build. We'll get into what perks you want to take later. You're gonna come up here, go around here, go to the right here in this first crossroads, this branch path. Go over here. Then you want to go left and pick up Ran Track. Then you want to go up here, go around, and also over here. You notice that I didn't pick this. If you want to save on 3 points, or actually this would be 4 because it's a random perk node. If you want to save on 4 attribute points or skill points so that you can spend them somewhere else, you don't need to grab this because you are not really going to need this random perk. Any random perk that you could possibly need, you can probably get somewhere else. I just don't think that you don't need a random perk. So if you want to save this, you can. If you really need some random perk and that extra attribute point, go ahead. But otherwise, you can save this and not spend points on this. And yeah, your Sonny will stay at level 9, but who really cares? Like, unless you want to show people in the lobby that you're level 10, it doesn't matter. It's not that 1 point's not going to make a difference. So then you're going to keep coming up here. You're going to go here, and then when you get to the very top, this could vary. You can go left, right, up. It depends on if you want to use any of these perks. Otherwise, it doesn't matter. I would recommend going either left or right just because normal perks are 1 point cheaper than random perks. And I like to go left because I think radar detector actually could be pretty decent if you get that fully leveled. Because if you actually look at it, which they want to make impossible because then you have to navigate. You have to navigate through here. But let's go to loadout and check it out. So if you go here, you look at this. Family members are highlighted for 5 seconds, and you can do that 7 times. That's not bad. But if you look at the actual loadout here, the two that I would recommend you take are Sneaky Pete and Highly Skilled, so you can try to get to Proficiency 40 and Stealth 40 as quickly as possible. And then if you're going for the true all-rounder build, you're going to take Ran Track. So you're going to run 3 different perks that just increase your attribute points. That's the all-rounder build. If you would like to, you could take this perk, Ran Track. You could take this off and run Agitator. If you're somebody who's way more aggressive, Agitator is an amazing perk, especially against a very coordinated family, because they're going to spend a lot of time trying to level up Grandpa as quickly as possible, especially if they have a cook. So if you see the other team looks really good and they have a high-level cook on their team, you may want to take Agitator, or if you otherwise are really aggressive and enjoy stabbing Grandpa, then go ahead and take Agitator. This is also an excellent perk. I know this is one of the starting perks, but it's actually really, really good. Intuition. Because holding a key item will highlight the location it can be used. That sort of information is massive on certain maps. So, for instance, if you grab a fuse on Slaughterhouse, the fuse could spawn in 3 different locations, and 2 of those locations are literally like on opposite sides of the map. So it would suck to pick up a fuse and then not know where the fuse box is and go to the wrong side of the map, and then you got to go all the way to the other side, and it just, you know, exponentially increases your chances of being found and killed. So this is massive for the fuse and the valve. I really like Intuition for that. Radar detector is potentially really good because it gives so much information. It can help you kind of move a little bit faster, because you can see, oh, you know, if you're on Family House, you can see, oh, no one's upstairs, so fuse box is open. You know, especially when that initial Grandpa roar happens after you first get out of the basement. That could be huge. It could be huge for information. You'll immediately see who's guarding what. So that's really good. And then this, like, Efficient Locksmith, I don't recommend this because this might have been a random perk, but Efficient Locksmith we'll get into later. It could be good on a Connie build if it's fully leveled, but I don't think it's good at 20%. I've never had it actually activate. And I've used it on multiple other characters, and I've never once seen it actually work. So I don't even know that it does work. It might be bugged. But anyway, I think that basically your 3 options here. Stunt Double is good too if you're playing on Family House. This perk is useless for the most part if you're not playing on Family House. If you're playing on Family House, then you could slap this on as your 3rd perk and jump out the front window. So you'll take less damage, get back up faster, and you'll force the family to come after you, which could be nice sometimes. But otherwise, I would say your 3 options are going to be Intuition for your 3rd perk, Agitator, or Ran Track. If you're going for the true all-rounder build, do Ran Track. If you like to be more aggressive, or you suspect the other team is really good and has a cook that is going to be feeding Grandpa a ton, you could go Agitator. Or if you're somebody who's, you know, not really familiar with where things are, you're on a map like Slaughterhouse where the fuse box tends to spawn really far away. Like, you wouldn't need this perk as much on, like, Family House, because the fuse box always spawns upstairs and it's always in a fairly close location. Then you're going to want to take Intuition if you're not on a map like Family House and you're on something like Slaughterhouse. Otherwise, run Ran Track. So that's pretty much the build. As far as how you're going to play, it's pretty straightforward. Like, you're just going to get out of restraints as fast as you can, open stuff up as much as you can, try to find a lockpick as quickly as you can, get out of the basement as quickly as you can. You're not really doing anything out of the ordinary. You're not really trying to, run distraction or do anything weird. You're just going to play the game and try to get out as quickly as you can, and this is an awesome build for that. So give this a try. It's a great build if you only have enough to level up 1 character. It's a great build to work towards too, because if you actually look at the skill tree, these are not random perks, and it's just kind of a natural progression where you get 2 really good perks early on. So even if you're not, don't have enough points to get to level 10 or level 9, even early on, this is a good build because you get Sneaky Pete right away. And Sneaky Pete's a great perk to try to get your stealth up pretty high. And then you get Agitator right after that, which is a great perk. And then obviously, if you're just working on Sonny, you could go with Sneaky Pete, Agitator, and then have Intuition as your third until you could get enough points to get leveled up to get Ran Track and Highly Skilled. So there you go. That is the Sonny all-rounder build. Give it a try. Tell me what you think. I love it. And the great thing is, the best part about it really, is that you don't have to compete with other people most of the time, because not a lot of people play Sonny because his ability is so weak. Oh, also I should say, before we go, I almost forgot, jeez Louise, his ability and what you want to take on this. If you look at his ability here, this middle ability is awful. Cooldown before your ability starts recharging is reduced by 1 second. Ideally, you'd take ability drain reduction and then noise detection range, but you can't, because you can't go all the way across the tree, and you still have to stay kind of in the middle so that you can take the middle level 3 perk that lets you identify if a noise was made by a victim or family member, because this is the only level 3 perk that's really worth it. The other one is, a 10% increase from level 2 in range. That's just not worth it. And his ability drain reduction is just, it's better than the cooldown thing, but it's still not great because almost never am I using his ability enough to fully drain it. I don't need to use his ability that much. So I would go shorter cooldown in the middle for the 1 second. You don't want to just take increased range twice, because so far as I know, level 2 overwrites level 1. It doesn't stack. So if you were to, respec this and take this one, which I think is 15, and this one, which is 25, it doesn't become 40% increase range. It's just 25. The second one overwrites the first, so there's no reason to do that. So take the middle one, then take increased range, and then for the last one, go ahead and take all knowing. So there you go. There's the build finally. Hope you enjoy it. Give it a try. Tell me what you think in the comments. Like the video, subscribe, all that good stuff as usual. I hope this helps people, and I will see you in the next video.